Tutorial 4 Part 1, using the offset tool and creating a chamfer. We'll explain what a chamfer is as the tutorial goes on. Step 1, make sure you have the large tool set. Make sure that your units are centimeters by going Window, Model, Info. So it's probably units, decimal, and it might be in millimeters. If so, change it to centimeters. And last thing before we start, make sure that you can see the measurements box in the right hand corner. If you cannot, double click at the top of the screen in the gray area. Alright, use the pan tool, move the axes over closer to the toolbar. Turn on your rectangle tool, start at the origin, pull out, and make a square by entering the following numbers: 150, comma 150. It's 150 by 150, so it's a square. Enter. It's a square of 150 by 150. Notice the dimensions are given down there. Now we want to use the push-pull tool. Push-pull this and raise it up to 75. So it's 75 centimeters in thickness. Scroll in to make it a bit bigger. Turn on your rectangle tool again. Go to the corner, pull it out, and we want a rectangle which is 35, comma 45. Enter. 35 is this dimension here. 45 is the dimension over there. You can check that with your tape measure. Turn on your push-pull tool now. Click on the corner there of the rectangle that you just made. Pull down until you get rid of that piece of material. Click. Gone. Okay, so nothing much new there. You created this shape. And let's do the same over on the other corner, on this corner here. Start pulling up, and once again 35, but this time comma 60. 35, comma 60. Use your push-pull tool and get rid of that corner. Alright, now we're going to use the offset tool. Here's the offset tool on our toolbar. And the way it works is you hold it on a surface, pull in, it leaves it, I didn't click it yet, pull in, and it's asking down in the box what distance do you want to make it. You click it now. Now you can enter your value. So you click it. As soon as you click it, the offset shape, which is the same as the original shape but smaller, will appear, and it's asking you how far from the edge do you want to make it, and we're going to enter 25. So there you go. It's offset all of those dimensions by 25 centimeters. So if you measure from any edge to the new edge, you'll see it is offset or smaller by 25 centimeters. So turn off the tape measure by hitting escape. Now we're going to use the new tool, and that is called the chamfer tool. Often you want to create an edge on something or other that is not at right angles but is on a slope. And you can easily do that in Sketchup by using the move tool, but with the difference. Click on the surface that you want to move. Then hit Alt on your keyboard, and we want to raise it up along the blue axis, so lift it up along the blue axis. How far do we want to enter it? 15. There you go. That is called a chamfered edge. A chamfered edge. Hit escape. There's your object. Let's just take a look at it. So it's not symmetrical. I'm going to move it up to the center of the screen. Nice shaped edge. Chamfered edge. Now we want to put a few dimensions in here. So today we're going to use the dimension tool. Turn on the dimension tool. Click on a corner. Go to the top corner. Click and pull it. Oops, I didn't do that. To the point. Click and pull it out. So the height there is 75 centimeters. click on the chamfered edge at the top here, go to the other corner, click and pull that out, click, gives you the height. The height of the chamfer is 15 centimeters. Let's put another dimension in, the dimension from here to there, and always pull it away from the object. Here over to this corner. You don't need to do the height again, it's the same on all the other corners. That is one view of the object. So we're just going to save this now. Part of the purpose of this activity is to learn how to save something so that you can print it or save it to a Word document. So here's what I want you to do. Move the object until it is in the center of the screen. Scroll in to make it as big as possible, but all the dimensions visible. I think that's about it. Then go File, Export, and you get several choices. We're going to export as a 2D graphic. And it asks you where you want to save it, and we're going to save it in our Sketchup folder. And we'll call it Tutorial 4, Part 1, Object. And remember, follow that by your family name. Or your first name, as I've said. One or the other, as long as it's identifiable. So it's being saved as a JPEG. Note that it's not being saved as an SKP file. It's being saved as a picture or a JPEG. Export. All right. Also save it, of course, as a Sketchup file. File, Save As, and it should be going back to the same Sketchup folder. Now this is an SKP file now. So once again, Tutorial 4, Part 1, Object, and a name, your name that is. So we're saving into two formats, as a JPEG and as an SKP. Save. Now say you want to print this. Go to your control panel, go control all programs, office applications, and open up Word. Or at home, just open up your Word document. Where from Files, and here it is, Tutorial 4, Part Object, Billy Bob, Insert. And there it is. Now if you want to fit that on the page properly, you want to rotate it so you can get as large an image as possible for printing purposes. Not quite right. Better, and stretch it out. No sense in stretching it out too much, but at least so it fills most of the page. There you go. And there's your plan for printing. So in particular, when you're making a model for actual construction at school, it's good to have your plans in a Word document in a printable form so you can carry the plans into the office with you, into the shop with you. Normally you're going to save, now I'm going to save that file, save as, and of course give it a name. Tutorial 4, Object I think will do. Save. And that's the end of Part 1 in use of the Offset tool and making an object to dimensions and exporting an image as a 2D graphic, or in this case as a JPEG image. Thank you.